Today I'm going to take my 1992 Jeep Wrangler YJ and try to make it a tiny bit less crappy. It still needs a top and a serious cleaning, but today I'm going to focus on this disaster of a floor. Clean it up and paint it with Bedliner paint. And I'll take care of a few other small projects along the way. All right, let's do this. So I've owned this Jeep for a few years, and if you've been following along with my channel, you know that I actually got this thing for free, which was amazing. But it was also a piece of shit, which was not amazing. I've probably dumped over $4 grand into this old thing so far, and it keeps trying to steal my wallet when I'm not looking. It ran like hot garbage, the brake pedal went to the floor, the clutch went out, it leaked a ton of fluids, but all of that is now sorted out. Mechanically, now it's pretty damn solid. But when it comes to the looks department, it leaves something to be desired. Not that Jeeps need to look pretty. In fact, I tend to prefer Jeeps that look like dirty shit boxes. At least you know they were getting used how God intended them to get used. Not some shiny mall crawler with angry eyes that have never touched a speck of dirt. But there are some things here that I'd like to look a little bit less terrible, like this disaster of a floor. As you can see, almost everything is taken out of this Jeep already. It didn't actually have rear seats when I bought it, and I actually took out the passenger seat because it was a piece of shit. So I might as well just take out everything and go all the way and make this thing look prettier. Thankfully, there's no rust here. And my thought was painting the floors might be an easy project to help spruce up this interior before I go out and buy some new seats. I might as well clean that up real nice before I start putting everything back in here. So I went back and forth on paint versus Bedliner, and I ended up with Bedliner because, I don't know, some dude on a forum somewhere said he liked it better, and maybe it will be a little bit more durable. It was kind of a coin flip, who knows? Anyway, I'm going with it, but the approach could be similar with paint. So the plan will be to remove everything, the seat belts, anything that will get in the way. And then we'll spend some time scuffing up and prepping the floor, then mask off any areas that I don't want paint to go, and then open up this giant, somewhat expensive can of Bedliner paint and go to town. I went with Rust-Oleum because I've read some good reviews, and I'm also kind of a cheapskate, and it was readily available at Harbor Freight. This video is not sponsored by Rust-Oleum or Harbor Freight, though I could certainly fund this Jeep project a whole lot better if it was. Wait, what the heck is this? There's a whole bunch of brittle plastic on the ground here. Oh my gosh, check this out. This inner fender liner is just completely brittle and falling apart, and this was just sitting here on the ground like it had just fallen out on its own. All right, so it looks like I have another project on my hands. This stuff just comes right out. Let's see if I can get it out. Yeah, it just completely cracks and crumbles. There's another piece. There we go. All right, you know what? I'm thinking since I'm doing Bedliner paint, maybe I paint the inside of this with Bedliner paint as well. Let's wait on that and we'll start tackling the floor. And we can get started by removing the driver's seat. It wasn't very tight. So unlike the other seat over there, which all the bolts came in from the top, for some reason, these are a different type of hardware. Got plenty of dirt on the bottom of my Jeep. This should just come out now, I think. Yep. Just gotta get these seat belts out, move some of these wires. All right, let's vacuum this out. All right, so these seat belts have seen better days, so these are going to be coming out. Not only was the seat loose, but the seat belt was loose. Fill the dirt. So the driver's side's got this seat belt connector here. There we go. These really old, janky seat belts. Driver's side. Now off to the passenger side. Yep. Guess I can take out these rear seat belts because these are also garbage. All right, so looking around this floor, I don't think I'm going to add any bed liner to this plate right here. I think I'm just gonna kind of go around it. And I think I probably will go to about here with bed liner material and probably won't go much higher than just the bottom right here. So yeah, obviously I have to clean all this up first. So things like this, I'm just gonna kind of paint around them because I don't really feel like taking the hinge and the door off. Same here. I think I'm just gonna very carefully paint around these so I don't have to bother taking this off. And the other thing is I don't really want to take this bar out because I just want to kind of clean around here, and I probably will paint this bar black. Maybe while I'm doing all of this, I'll take care of that too. All right, the next step is to do just a quick wash of this interior. Looks like we're good in here. Thankfully, it's very warm out, so this should dry very quickly. Okay, so this is sat for a day and everything is dry, so let's prep for some paint. I'm gonna start with the roll bar, so let's get some stuff taped off. This car is not perfect. My masking does not need to be perfect. Got some roll bar and chassis paint. Looking pretty good. Okay, let's hit the bare metal spots with some primer. Now I'm just plugging up some of these holes with some tape. All right, now let's hit the interior walls and fenders with this gloss black enamel. All right, it's time for Bedliner paint. All right, the floor is done. I think it's looking pretty nice. So while I'm waiting for the bed liner to dry, I think I'll see if I can make these wheels look better. They're pretty dirty. I tested out scrubbing away this baked on grime using a wire brush, and the results are promising. Not perfect, but it's looking a lot better. If I have time, I'll spray on some clear coat when these are all done. The floor is still not completely ready for the seats to go back in, so I'll tackle one more unrelated project, these door panels. So I don't really have the budget for new panels, so I'm going to paint these. Not sure how it will turn out, but it's worth a try. Okay, so it's been a couple days and the Bedliner paint is fully dry and cured. So let's check out these new seat belts and get them installed. Okay, seat belt number 1. Installed. After some consideration, I don't really have the budget for new seats, so let's paint the frames and eventually put on some seat covers. Can I put this in without scratching my new floor?
first seat is in. As you can see, still looks pretty terrible, but I got that cover coming. Let's get the second seat in, get these covered and see what it all looks like. The seats are installed. I've got these really cheap covers. Who knows if that's even worth it. I just got those so that it's a little bit more comfortable. When you just want something to make your old seats a little bit more comfortable, this might do the trick. Let's see. Okay, it's better than nothing. These covers were next to nothing. A new seat is way more expensive than a cover, so this will give me a little bit more life out of these seats, I think.
I bought some drain plugs on eBay, so let's get these installed and finally be able to call this floor done. Got a few coats of paint on the door panels. Everything is dry, so let's get them back onto the Jeep.
Looks pretty good. All right, looks pretty good.
All right, so the floors are painted, the roll bars are painted. I got this thing looking a whole lot nicer than it did. And you know what, in my time kind of working on these little projects here and there, I found that I really like working on this Jeep. I think there's a couple reasons for that. This is not a perfect vehicle, so I don't feel so bad about just trying stuff, like seeing if spray paint will work. And honestly, I think spray paint has worked really well with this vehicle. You know, it's a Jeep, it's not precious. It's supposed to get dirty, so I can try things. If I mess something up cosmetically, it's not going to be a huge deal. I'm not gonna get totally bummed out. And it's just so easy to find parts for this thing. They're just everywhere. And the fact that it doesn't currently have a roof makes it incredibly easy to deal with the interior of this vehicle right now. And because I've been having so much fun working on this thing, there are a couple more things that I'd like to do. Obviously, the next big thing that I need to do is put a top on this thing. Have to decide between a hard top or a soft top. I don't think I'm going to put a back seat in there. I really like having that open space back there for cargo. So I think the next video with my YJ will be to install a top. Just got to figure out what I want to do there. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. All right, that's it for today. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon. If you'd like to help support the channel, please buy a Hello Road t-shirt or a hat at helloroad.tv/shop. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're well, and I'll see you soon.